Now, let's read this question. At time t equals to 0, a disk is sliding on a horizontal table with a velocity 3 meter per second and 65 degree above the x-axis. As the disk slides, a constant acceleration acts on it that has the following components. Acceleration in x equals to minus 0.46 meter per second square, and acceleration in y direction equals to 0.98 meter per second square. What is the velocity of the puck at point t equals to 1.5 seconds? So students, इस क्वेश्चन में हमें एक डिस्क दिया गया है which is traveling, which is making at an angle 65 degree with horizontal, and this is traveling at speed 3 meter per second. Now as the disk slides, a constant acceleration acts on it, जिसका कंपोनेंट्स हमें दिया गया है. अब हमें what is the velocity of the puck at time t equals to 1.50 seconds पर find करना है. Velocity of puck at time t equals to 1.5 seconds. The key concept of this question, which is first equation of motion, which state that final velocity square. Key concept of this question, which is first equation of motion, and this states that the final velocity equals to initial velocity plus acceleration into time t. So students, in horizontal direction, we can write final velocity in x direction equals to initial velocity in x direction plus acceleration in x direction into t. So initial velocity in x direction we can write ux equals to 3 cos 65 degree, and initial velocity in y direction is 3 sine 65 degree. On calculating, we will get 26 and 2.71 meter per second. This is also meter per second. Initial velocity in x direction, this is 1.26, and acceleration in x direction was minus 0.46 into time was 1.5 second. We can write it as 3 upon 2. 1.26 minus, this is velocity in x direction, this is 0.23, and this will be 0.69, and solving we will get velocity in x direction as 0.57 meter per second. Now in vertical direction, first equation of motion, final velocity in y direction is initial velocity in y direction plus acceleration into time t. So final velocity in y direction we can write as, this was 2.71 minus acceleration in y direction. In question it was given minus 0.98 into time 3 upon 2. This is 2.71 minus 0.49 into 3. This 2 will cancel 0.98 in 0.49 times. So 2.71 minus 1.47, and upon solving you will get minus 1.27 meter per second. We were required to find velocity of curve. Clearly this will be the square root of horizontal and vertical component of that disk. On squaring, velocity in x direction 0.57 square, and in y direction 1.27 square. Yes, 1.38 meter per second, and we were required to find angle theta. So tan theta is given by Vy upon Vx. Final velocity in y direction was 1.27 upon initial velocity upon final velocity in x direction was 0.57. On calculating, we will get tan theta, or theta equals to tan inverse of 1.27 upon 0.57, 65 degree. So student, this corresponds to option C, 1.38 meter per second and 65.2. So this was the velocity and this was the angle theta. So option C is the correct answer of this question. I hope आपको ये concept समझ आए students. Thank you.